Thank you for joining us today here at 15 News at 5. My name is Isaac Dvorak.
And my name is Hope Ward.
And I'm Zoe Barajaz.
Today we have updates on current events that have occurred around Valparaiso, so let's get started.
More this edition of 15 News at 5.
At 15 News at 5.
15 News at 5. 15 News at 5 starts right now.
On September 19th, Kappa Kappa Gamma held its annual philanthropy event, Matches for Mental Health. This event was held at the tennis courts from 5 to 7 p.m., with tabling in the Union September 15th to 19th. Since KKG's national philanthropy cause is for mental health, they chose the JED Foundation, with which they have been working with since their chapter was founded, to donate the money that was raised. The JED Foundation is a nonprofit that provides mental health services to children and young adults. Matches for Mental Health had 26 teams participating in a tennis doubles tournament style. Every pair got to play against another pair, and whoever won moved on in the tournament. The winning team was 6 and 7. Congratulations!
On September 20th, Valparaiso University hosted its annual Day of Caring. Students from a variety of organizations, including the Student Action Leadership Team, SALT, the Black Student Organization, BSO, many from fraternity and sorority life, and the bowling team all participated. They volunteered at a variety of sites across Valparaiso, Michigan City, Chesterton, and Hobart, Indiana. These sites include Gabe's Arboretum, Isaac Walton, Pines Village, the Chesterton Arts Center, Dressed Up for School, Hilltop, the Emmanuel Lutheran Church, Scout Camp Tobany, the Valparaiso Library, the Valparaiso University Faculty Management, and both Hobart and Portage YMCAs did a variety of work including yard management, painting walls, cleaning, and organizing. Around 250 students helped volunteer at these different sites. This event does not raise any money but instead utilizes the caring of students and volunteers to help their community.
On August 20th, the Athletics Department has announced the launch of 5 new premier-level club sport programs, set to begin competition in the 2026-2027 academic year. The initiative aimed at enhancing student life and enrollment efforts will be overseen by the university's Campus Recreation and Wellbeing Department. The new club sports include triathlon, men's rugby, women's rugby, flag football, and disc golf, all of which are designed to provide high-level competitive experiences while allowing interested students to maintain a strong balance between academics and extracurriculars. Each team will be led by professional coaches, with recruitment for the teams beginning during this academic year. In addition to the new premier-level club sports, the university has also formally reclassified cheer, dance, and band programs under the same premier-level club sports structure. These groups will see concentrated recruitment efforts supported by a professional spirit squad coordinator and pep band director. The ability to participate in club sports while pursuing a Valpo degree will serve as an important strategic enrollment and retention driver for the university, one university spokesperson said. For more information about the premier-level club sports programs, contact Christopher Smith, Assistant Athletic Director for Campus Recreation and Wellbeing.
September 15th through October 15th is Hispanic Heritage Month here at Valpo. The Office of Multicultural Events and the various Hispanic and Latinx organizations are hosting a multitude of events during this time frame to celebrate. Some of these events may even be VUE lab approved. Here's a look at a couple of the events going on later this week around campus celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. OMP and the Music Department will be hosting Ritmos de Mi Terra in Dunesburg Hall Thursday, September 25th from 2 to 3 p.m. and the following evening in the ballrooms in the Hair Union Latinx in Valparaiso for Excellence Live will be hosting a Live in Latin America City Center event from 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m.
There's a lot happening around Valpo's campus and a lot more to come. Thanks for listening. Let's hear about the weather and hand it over to Zoe.
Yeah, so it's been a really nice day around here in Valpo. Currently it's about 77 degrees, warmer off for west over there in Joliet at 81, and of course cooler by the lake. Now, high temperature today, we reached about 78 degrees, a little warmer than our average high, but not as high as the record, which was set back in 2017 at 95 degrees. And we're going to see our sun setting around 6:45 tonight. That means that we've seen the last of our 7 p.m. sunsets for a while now until early spring. Observed high temperatures really around the area. Everyone was in those upper 70s, couple low 80s out to our west. Here in Valpo, we hit a high of 78, which was 3 degrees warmer than it was this time yesterday. It was a lot warmer than it was this time yesterday out to our west, and it's currently a lot cooler than it was this time yesterday out to our east, especially in areas like Fort Wayne. I'll have more about all of this coming up in my full weather.
Thank you, Zoe. Thanks for sticking with us. We are going to take a short break, and then we'll have some special guests joining us today.
Here with us today, we have Jackie and Megan. They would like to share some information about an event being planned by the Music 405 class here at Valparaiso University.
Hi, thank you for having us. We are from Music 405, Art and Music Entertainment Administration, and this semester we are collaborating with the College of Business to create a new student art gallery. We are looking for students to submit artwork for the chance for their art to be purchased and displayed in Urschel Hall.
They can submit physical or digital art and photography, and submissions will close on September 30th at midnight. It's a great opportunity to gain professional experience, resume value, and even more.
Thank you so much for joining us and sharing that information. You can locate physical flyers outside our studio and around campus. Please consider helping them out and submitting artwork. Now we are going to hand it over to Zoe.
Taking a look at our weather headlines, those rain chances are going to stick around for the next couple of days. That muggy air that's been sticking around, that's going to get its way on out of here. We are going to be cooler than we have been the last couple of days, but it is still going to feel like summer. Turn temperatures and conditions, sunny here in Valpo with our at 77 degrees. Warmer off to our north and west, 80 degrees over there at O'Hare with a few clouds, and cooler by the lake at 75 in Michigan City. Muggy meter, like I said, that humid air is really only going to stick around through Tuesday. Then it's going to start to dry out through the rest of the work week, and then it's going to go up just a little bit on Sunday. Now, looking at current radar, we're quiet. There is this little disturbance up here in Iowa and Wisconsin, but that really shouldn't be much of a problem for us from the current times. Those high thin clouds, those are starting to move out, and there are a couple showers off to our west, but those are fizzling out as well. Future temps and radar, temperatures are going to dip tonight into those low 60s, maybe a couple upper 60s, and a spotty shower or two into early tomorrow morning. That's going to stick around into this tomorrow afternoon, with showers kind of sticking around, especially in our area. Temperatures kind of getting into those mid 70s, maybe a couple upper 80s off to our south. And then more of the same into Tuesday night, rain sticking around, and then we should start to dry out into Wednesday afternoon and evening. Now, 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, it is still going to be warm here, and it's still going to kind of stay like that for the next week or so. But the good news is we are going to start to dry out. Here's our 6 to 10 day precip outlook. We are looking a lot drier than we have been. Now, looking at our 7-day forecast, that rain's going to stick around through Thursday. Temperatures are going to drop into those low 70s for Wednesday and Thursday before bouncing back up into those upper 70s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we are kind of going to be pretty much where we should be this time of year, maybe a little bit above average. Guys?
We will be right back after this break.
At the Valpo football team, they were on the road this past weekend and they faced a tough road test against North Dakota. The Beacons battled but ultimately fell to the Fighting Hawks. Micah McKay had the one lone Valpo touchdown that came on a 67-yard reception in the third quarter. Valpo's offense struggled to find a rhythm, but will look to bounce back on October 4th against Drake. Shifting to the soccer field, the women's soccer team faced some tough opponents during the 2-week period. On September 7th, they weren't able to get things going, and they were shut out on the road by Southern Indiana 2-0. They faced another tough opponent on September 20th, falling 5-1 at Drake. The lone goal coming off of a great effort from Molly O'Rear. The team will be looking to regroup as they head into the next game against Illinois State this Thursday. Moving on to a harder surface in the ARC, Valpo volleyball had a busy 2 weeks with several challenging matchups. On September 12th, they picked up a nice 3-0 victory against NJIT in a 3-0 win over Sacred Heart. They had another great match against Lehigh, winning 3-1 until eventually falling to Missouri 3-1 in a close match. They continued their road trip on September 19th, ending with a strong 3-0 sweep against Western Illinois and a 3-0 sweep against Chicago State. The volleyball team will look to continue the winning streak into next weekend against Drake. Finally, we'll check in on Valpo cross country. The women's team had their second meet of the season at Western Michigan, finishing 10th in a very tough meet. The men's team also competed in that same tournament. They finished 7th, good to both the men's and women's team in their next meet at Notre Dame October 3rd. That's a wrap on our Valpo Sports Roundup. We'll be back in 2 weeks with more updates. Until then, go Beacons.
We will have some national news for you after a short break.
Meet NASA's 10 new astronauts. The All-American 2025 class of astronaut candidates were introduced Monday during a ceremony at the Johnson Space Center in Houston. This elite group was selected from a pool of more than 8,000 applicants. 7 of them have current or former military experience, and a majority of them have educational background in engineering. The new candidates will spend their next 2 years in intensive training. NASA officials said they hope the new group may be eligible for flights later in the Artemis program to the moon and maybe even to Mars.
It's almost time for nature's fluffiest beauty pageant. Fat Bear Week gets underway Tuesday at Alaska's Katmai National Park. It's a bracket-style competition where voters get to pick their favorite brown bear bulking up for hibernation. Voters will get to see early and late summer photos of the bears. Fatter bears have the best chances to survive winter hibernation. This marked the 11th year of the competition. The Bear 128 Glacier won the last 2 years. This year's winner will be announced September 30th, which is next Tuesday.
Thank you for sticking with us for some exciting news across the U.S. We are going to take a short break.
Taking a look ahead, tonight we're looking at conditions. A clear, cool, maybe a couple clouds in the sky, low of about 62. Tomorrow we're looking at mostly sunny, warm conditions, high of about 78 with those spotty showers or two as well. 7-day forecast. It's looking pretty seasonable, but overall this is looking like a nice start to the official first day of fall, which is tomorrow, guys. What are we thinking? How are we feeling? Fall starts, actually it started today at about 1:20, but the first full day of fall is tomorrow. Are we excited? How are we feeling?
I'm thinking it's awfully warm and rainy for it to still be fall.
I'm excited for soup season, not gonna lie.
Oh, soup season is
Soup
my
season's the
favorite
best
season. Yeah. So.
Thank you, Zoe. Here at VUTV, we thrive to inform and update the Valparaiso community. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to us through Facebook, Instagram, or email.
From all of us at VUTV, thank you for joining us this evening, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.